Another case that was fascinating was a piracy case that I handled early on in my career. And one of the captains, one of the boats that frankly, we often sued, came in one day. His boat and a few other local San Pedro boats were fishing for tuna off the coast of Mexico, international waters, but off the coast of Mexico. And they'd come across a big school of tuna. And he was the first in line to get a chance to set on it. And the custom in the industry was that they followed a certain routine. And the boat that was in the best position to make the set had the right to make that set, and you could choose the time and place you wanted to do it. So you set till the conditions were right, and you give it your best shot. If you get the fish, you get the fish. If you don't, the next guy gets the shot. Well, a San Diego boat came into the area, and it was much bigger and carried helicopters and speedboats, and he wasn't in the mood to take his turn. So started using speedboats to try and drive the tuna away from this fisherman's boat. When that didn't work, started using the helicopter to try and beat down on the fish and try and drive the fish away. And when that didn't work, started dropping what they call seal bombs, which are quarter sticks of dynamite that go off in the water, and throwing dynamite down in there to try and, well, eventually the fisherman that was coming to see me tried to set in the midst of this chaos and didn't get the fish. The fish took off in a funny direction, and another boat, not the San Diego boat, did get the fish while the helicopters were refueling. So anyway, this fisherman came in to see me about this and says, so can I sue this guy, or do I solve this problem my way? Well, if you know this guy, you know this means that helicopter is going to be in the water next time they come across each other. And so we filed this lawsuit. So only piracy case I've ever handled in my whole career. And it was a fascinating case. It really caught the attention of the district court judge that it was in front of. We had more status conferences on that case than I've ever had in my life. He just liked the case and liked the law. The case law was fascinating. Trying to find a case that says, what law do we apply in international waters in this situation? I mean, what law? Mexican law? US law? And so we found cases out of colonial America. I think maybe Massachusetts colony, 1750-ish, talking about applying the customs of the fishery. If all of these boats come out of the same fishery and there's a custom about how to deal with that, they would apply that as law to avoid what the judge characterized as just warfare over the whales. The defense found a case out of the 1500s in England. And both of us are arguing in this case out of the 1700s and the 1500s. Well, this case is right on point, Your Honor. Eventually, the case was resolved in our favor, but it was one that the lawyers involved with it all became collegial, and every time we talk, we share some war story over that case. Anyway, it was a fascinating case and really planted the hook about, maritime law.